I'm going to just skim through it real quick.
Now, I'm interested to see what the Eagles' plan is for him and how they plan to utilize him, because when he was at IMG Academy in Florida,
Brian Thomas and Travis Hunter, that's gonna be some. That could definitely be some. Brian Thomas, he like that.
he was recruited to
I think he got like 1,000 yards last season too. He definitely tough. But T-Law, he gonna be the X factor, bro. I don't know what he
had
on.
a few injuries, and he ended up playing off
Easy.
as an edge rusher. But then Alabama had, and how they plan to utilize him, because when he was at IMG Academy in Florida, he was recruited to Alabama as an edge rusher. But then Alabama had a few injuries, and he ended up playing off-ball linebacker, and he played very, very well. I think what the Eagles should do with Campbell is tap into
this young brother right here be rocking no accessories, no gloves, just straight finger tape. Oh, we got a demon. We got a demon. We got a headhunter. Oh, dog. That's a great sign. That nigga's barbaric.
Take advantage of it.
You about to take somebody head off. I like it so far.
Who you can use in a variety of ways.
117 tackles, 12 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Okay. Like I said, I don't know nothing about Jihad Campbell. I'm not Stephen A. Smith. I'm not Shayna Sharp. Definitely not Shayna Sharp. Not Adam Schefter, whoever the fuck. I'm not one of them. If I don't know a nigga, I'm going to say it. I'm going to just do my own homework. Let me see.
He also has a knack for getting after the
I don't know, bro, at all.
You can use him as a blitzer in between the tackles. You can use him as an edge rusher because he has the measurables and the ability to do that.
Not freaky.
He was Alabama's best defensive
player. I think it's a freaky frog. You got to chill.
2024, and he truly broke out this past year. Good size and athleticism with a proven ability in run support, blitzing, and in pass coverage. I think his instincts as a linebacker can still improve, but I think he shows a pretty
overall
good
15. Got him at 31. Best linebacker.
Of his background.
That's low-key a steal, actually.
As a linebacker, Philadelphia
and he's versatile too.
Fans worldwide will love how Jihad Campbell plays the game of football. He is a heat-seeking missile. He has blazing sideline-to-sideline speed. He will not shy away from contact. He will knock and take your head off.
That's what I like to hear.
And at 6'2", 235 at the NFL Combine, able to clock a 4.52 40-yard dash in 2024, 11.5 TM.
4.5? Hold on now. Hold on. I like what I hear.
5 sacks. The Eagles had him as a top 10 player on their big board. Howie Roseman said, we tried to trade up to get him. Teams boxed us out. So we waited and waited and waited. And then all we had to do was trade one of 4 fifth-round picks to move up from
that boy Howie a genius, bro. Yeah, we let him Bama and them Georgia boys.
The value, the player, the fact that he can be a chess piece for Vic Fangio. I love this pick for Philadelphia. So I am giving the selection of Campbell an A grade. We'll continue to monitor that shoulder injury because it's definitely a little bit.
I'm not even gonna use him.
A labrum
fly tie for real.
Miss some time in 2025, but you don't know what the future is of Nakobe Dean coming off the knee, going into the final year of his deal. I just think that Vic Fangio will have so much fun using Campbell as a chess piece all over the defense, and he is a dog.
I like what I hear. I'm not gonna lie. I like what I hear.
Howie Roseman
Andrew Mukuba.
After night 2, that the Eagles thought about
definitely don't know this nigga. No disrespect.
Of the 64th overall pick, they did not want to risk losing Andrew Mukuba, safety out of Texas. To me, this is a little bit of a reach. I think the Eagles could have traded out and still gotten Mukuba, but he's an interesting player for a variety of reasons. Started his college career at Clemson, transferred to Texas. At Clemson, he was a nickel. At Texas, he was used as a deep
5 INTs, 69 tackles, 12 pass breakups. He was
truly a ball-hawking player when he was in college. High football IQ, reacts quickly in coverage, has a good feel for what's happening on the football field. He was definitely more comfortable playing deep at Texas, more so than a box safety role. But Howie Roseman said something very... he said...
I was just about to say, like, what was the point of getting rid of CJ? Mm, I mean, I guess.
Box safeties in the NFL are
I'm still
no
mad about that,
longer
bro,
a
because
thing.
bro is the first Eagle to ever show me love, bro. Like he put up on the Twitch. He was just showing mad love. And that, yo, bro, that broke me, bro. That one hurt, gay. Like,
They're
damn.
going to plan on using him as nickel. I like that positional versatility. The other thing that stands out to me about Mukuba is that he is not afraid to come up and make plays against the run. He will shoot gaps, he will take really good angles. Among all safeties in college football last year, he had the lowest passer rating when targeted. And he
Okay.
reminds me a lot of CJ Gardner Johnson. The versatility, fearlessness, the spirit in which he plays with, the energy that he brings to the field, how even though he's undersized at under 190 pounds, he's fast, he's a 4-4 player, and he's
I
not
ain't none.
afraid to use his body.
Ain't none of off
And
season can't do.
he had a Pro Football Focus
Off
overall
season
grade
in the weight
last
room, we
year
be all right.
of 90. I have concerns about the lack of size. Like CJ Gardner Johnson, he does miss some tackles, but the Eagles in this draft really prioritize players who can help the defense take the ball away. And Mukuba is one of those players who forces a lot of game-altering plays. He had
I
11
like
pass
that.
breakups this past year, 5 interceptions, and you really see the speed in which he plays with, the IQ in which he plays with. 4.45, 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine, just gets shot out of the cannon. And on that back end for the
Now we
Eagles,
getting
you now have
speed.
2 safeties in Mukuba and
We
Blanton
getting speed.
who have the ability to make big time plays, come through with pass breakups and interceptions, who are ball hawking players. I thought it was a little bit of a reach, which is why I'm going B minus. I worry about him missing tackles. I worry about the lack of size. I worry about some of the injuries that popped up throughout his college career. He does have shorter arms and a shorter wingspan, but sometimes you can forget all of that. Can you play with instincts? Can you play with feel? Can you make plays on the football? Can you make plays against the run? Can you make your presence be felt?
Just
And I
gotta let him
love
show
how
it.
he's out of the third, making a couple of moves to load up on draft picks for later in the draft and in the 2022
Nah, we
class.
trying to bolt that
The
D
Eagles
line up, bro. Yo, this D line Bobby OP, bro. I'm telling you.
took
Our defense not going nowhere, gang, at all. At all. I feel sorry for niggas. All these Commanders fans, these ketchup and mustard fans talking like they about to do something. Cowboys, Giants, they hype over Abdul Carter, even though he's about pull up to the Eagles in a couple of years. You know he's an Eagles fan. You feel me? Wide neck. Bro, like, we not going nowhere, twin, at all.
Robinson, defensive tackle out of Nebraska.
I feel sorry.
And I like him. He is a huge person. He is
I
built
don't
like
actually.
6'5" and a
Going
half,
back to back.
288 pounds.
Heard it here first.
And he ran a 4.83 40-yard dash at the combine. He can really move.
At 288?
He's big, thick, and strong.
Pause.
He's stout at the
See?
point of attack.
You
He
wild
is
out.
not easy to move. Has that
I'm gonna let you ride, though.
frame, aggressive counters, an eye for batting the ball down at the line. The last 2 years, he has combined for 10 pass breakups. Campbell has experience. Mukuba has experience. And Robinson is a player, to his name, 60 games played.
Well, he sound like a demon. I ain't gonna lie. So as long as Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter can keep sucking in attention, he could do his thing. He could be another like Milton Williams, perhaps. Who knows? Let's see.
And he was in college starting in 2019. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-year college player. Helped to turn around that Nebraska program under Matt Rule. Matt Rule, former Temple coach, loves the guy. And he can move mountains from that defensive tackle spot and help the Eagles replace Milton Williams. It's very rare to find a player that big who moves this quickly, and he just has an NFL body. And I think that he will be ready to play from day one as a rotational player alongside Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis too. How could I forget?
Moro Ajomo. My grade here, value,
our D-line is
really good
OD,
once
bro.
again, B+.
OD.
And edge, off-ball linebacker, safety, and defensive tackle were all needs for the Eagles going into the draft. And so far with our draft grades,
You like he drive none
they were
but
able
bare
to step
Ford
up to the
F-150s.
spot.
3 for 3 so far.
How he was really making a lot of trades down in this draft. That tells me they didn't love a lot of the talent in this draft class, and they take
Corner.
Mac McWilliams with the 145th pick. And Mac McWilliams, like Andrew Mukuba, is a smaller defensive back.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I got PTSD from that 2023 season. The inconsistent tackling. I don't like that. Undersized with poor length.
Right, Lions, and McWilliams might be able
He be
to
getting cooked.
help you with depth
Or he is getting cooked.
along the inside.
Bro, you're a Steelers fan.
McWilliams does have.
Sorry, no, I'm playing.
He definitely
I'm not.
excels in short.
But chill on my guy, like let him do what he gotta do. They were saying the same thing about N'Kobe Dean. He was undersized this down the third. Like let him do his thing. Come on, Twin.
The undersized nature.
You Squealers fan? Come on, man.
Tackling results and
y'all got bigger fish to fry. I ain't gonna lie, Gabe. Come on. What you talking about? We fried y'all niggas.
Well, 4-4-1.
Y'all remember that fourth quarter? I barely touched the ball. Come on now, man. Y'all need a QB too. Why y'all ain't get Shador? Y'all want to win for real?
Redraft. He has transition quickness in both man and zone.
I might skim through these last couple of picks.
Are abrupt.
Let me see.
He played in 15
Smile
games as a
Munden.
freshman, 13 games, 13 starts as a sophomore, 13 games, 11 starts as a junior, and then this past year, 10 games and 8 starts.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. This nigga just said we can win with Will Howard. Yo, bro, it get late. Niggas just start saying anything. That's the melatonin talking. He tired as shit.
Armed athlete, 80 and an
what are you talking about, bud? Come on.
31 and 3/4 inch arms. Runs very well, twitched up for a linebacker. 4.58 40-yard dash. He has good speed to shoot downhill and get sideline to sideline. He definitely pursues with different gears and has serious closing burst. That lengthy frame allows him to make tackles in the open field, navigate traffic. He does have a lot of special teams value with a lot of punt coverage reps. He's not the best prospect with dropping back in coverage, but he can get slippery, getting through gaps, and has violent hands to punch off.
He a project.
Some of his coverage skills. B- on
anything after the third, fourth round, those are projects, bro.
Was selected by the Eagles also in round 5.
We having some studs, we having some gems, but for the most part, they projects. Drew Kendall, center. We got Cam Jurgens.
NFL offensive lineman.
Welcome to the squad, though. Drew Kendall.
What a great way to learn growing up as a football player than from your dad, who knows exactly what it takes to make it to the NFL level.
You got Cam Jurgens in front of you.
Drafted him today.
Just learn from him, game.
List him as a guard and center, but when he was at Boston College,
or he could get on some Mekhi Becton shit. You know, move him. He might perform better. You never know. All right, who else? Oh, we did get Kyle McCord.
Receivers.
He's going to be a good backup.
He is not very mobile.
Thank you for the follow. Can't see you right now, but thank you.
Pocket mobility.
I like this. This was a good pick. Cam Williams.
In the 6th
offensive tackle.
There is a lot to like.
5 sacks allowed.
Cameron Williams.
15 games played.
Wingspan. The arm length.
That's a sack every 3 games.
He too can have some positional versatility. We're talking about a player here who has an 84.5-inch wingspan with 34.5-inch arms. He's definitely a little bit raw, and because of that, a lot of penalties the last couple of years. He's going to need time to fix his technique issues, but great physical tools. At the combine, he measured
good coaching. That could be fixed.
At 317 pounds at his pro day.
Overall, 77. 8 offensive tackle. Was this a steal? Antoine Powell-Ryland.
And
edge rusher.
People will say, I don't think he has the size to play defensive end or edge at the NFL level. Well, hold
6'2".
on. He's almost 6'3".
16 sacks, 19
215
tackles for
pounds.
loss, 43 tackles, 3
Sometimes I
forced
think we
fumbles.
worry a
What?
little bit too much about
What's the cons?
a little bit done than a lot of other people out there.
Not a great
Technique
run
is
defender and
there.
struggles with missed
Maybe he's a
tackles.
situational pass rusher in the NFL.
Yeah, like good
Not the
production.
best
What the
run
hell?
defender. Sometimes he can struggle with missed tackles. But him struggling with missed tackles.
Nah, I'm gonna watch out for this name right here. Those numbers look crazy.
He was a TFL machine.
I'm saying though, hold on. Solid though. I like what I hear. We went very O-line heavy, defense heavy. I'm not mad at it. I'm not gonna hold you. Now, as far as the players, I definitely gotta do more research, look at their highlights. Jihad, Campbell, the Texas safety, see what he about. Yeah, I say it's like a calm B plus. That was calm. I ain't gonna lie. We not going nowhere, man. Understand that. We aren't going anywhere. Nigga, we're young. Jalen Young, Saquon still on contract. Still got our O-line defense. Come on, bro. NFL in trouble. The NFL is in trouble. We got the rain right now. Don't forget that. We got the rain. We beat the Voodoo Chiefs. We knocked them niggas off. We got a target on our back now. And we're not going anywhere. Promise you that. Promise you that. We been putting a belt to niggas. Belt, Super Bowl, NFC Championship. Somebody gonna have to get lucky and play perfect to be us. When push comes to shove in the playoffs when it matter. Tell you that now, bro. We're not. Man.